Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete to open things up.
Wilson certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Colts.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
And the Colts, first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Trey Burton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4 yards. The end result, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
from the shotgun. Wilson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
To Nelson Aguilar.
A big play there for Indy. 76 yards. 1st and goal from the 6. Now Bell muscles him off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Collins made the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson caught here by Bell. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
At the 32-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
43-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
2nd and 9. At the 14.
Here's Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Titans. James Washington, 81 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the
2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
10 at the 24-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now a throw here to his running back. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Titans 21, Colts 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, short throw underneath to Hurst. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Complete to Hayden Hurst.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6. 1st down, Indy.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Back now in Nashville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
50-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down at the 28-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Allen Bailey able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Hey, Bird got scared. Hey, Bird got scared. Hey, Bird got scared, Joe. Hey, that's the second time I see you get scared.
Following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new
Hey, got scared, bro. You froze up like a little rabbit.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Oh, shit, dude. Why you freeze up like that? I know how to beat a fancy tent.
You start to win 1st down, you win 2nd down, and guess what? You start accumulating
Yeah, a lot of
1st
shit
down,
on me being
and that's what
high.
they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
1st down.
I noticed how easy it was to activate it. I don't want to keep running with it, but you know, that's my thing. I'm going to have a little strategy next time. Slowly build it up. And when it comes 4th quarter,
and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
shit.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no
I'm
cutback
still
lane
used
to be
to
found
the
whatsoever.
last man movement. I
2nd and 10.
gotta swing it out wide a little
Absolutely
more.
love the effort there. The ability
What you really
to
gotta
from
do is
his
just make the
inside
football
spot
look
and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Jackson to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure if you have a big time.
Ah, man, this is one play. A little better than that, bro.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is all the way up past
throw
the
that low.
25. They thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the
number
board.
43.
Give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down.
Where you going at? That's an automatic pick.
And that's going to be intercepted.
Hey, I'm glad you gave it back, because, you know,
and a big turnover
that kind of fucked up.
guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
I start playing you real hard, you know, second half. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going to play like this on the defense.
Right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Ooh, I like this. A lot of space over there to that left
21
side.
yards. On
think
1st
I'm gonna
down,
try
here's
it.
Breida.
Really? Gotta make another. Gotta make a better move than that.
46-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Nah, save my best for last.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Number 22
A
looks
lot
like
of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I need to get some
I guess you
receivers,
can't be
you know.
afraid to take those chances late in the game.
Kinda
He tried
rough
to
off.
fit that one in there. Nice
that
job,
whole
though,
little
defensively.
To your point, it was a nice job knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these to keep your offense moving.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's got his tight end, Burton. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Samuel is coming hot, team, bitch ass. What a catch it!
Toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, what he was looking for. And it's second down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Buying time to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. The return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that...
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can start some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
He's wide open.
Looking downfield. The got his man. All the way down to the 39.
Okay, Bird.
Huge play there in overtime. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36, Wilson. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, yeah, Bird.
And the Titans able to bring him down. Allen Bailey, his 2nd sack of the night. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they need it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They wear that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 6 yards there. 1st down, Tennessee.
1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Line of scrimmage at 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And that time, almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson looking deep for Julio. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. He was right in his hip pocket. And force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Lamar has it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that moment, you throw 3 picks during the game. You might craft your play call to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
2nd down and 3. Throwing again here. Wilson looking downfield for Jones. Now the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown. What the fuck was that? Harder, great game that we got to Tennessee, and making it extra special, not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Colts, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That niggas is funny as hell. Like, what the fuck was that? Who's next? I don't know. On the board.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
We got a double hitter. Still last.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Get the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Wait. Need a light here to protect my buzz. Need Sprite here to protect my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?